Hey everybody, welcome back to Rise of Discovery Star Trek Online, where we play through the entire Discovery and Federation campaign and get this captain, his ship, and his crew ready for the endgame and STO. And thank you all so much for the continued support on the series and on the channel. You guys have been amazing. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and you're a fan of RPG Awesome Sauce, feel free to subscribe for your daily dose, because we love awesome sauce here for sure. Where are we, guys? Okay, so now we're a little bit higher level than the last time I left you off. I think I was level 12. I went and repeated a mission, and I'll show you why. Okay, so what I did, I wanted to essentially try out some different builds, so I had to go kind of farm some gear, essentially. And what I mean by farm gear, right, is going and doing missions to basically get the same reward more than once, right? And so if we go and look at let's see, if we go to episodes here, go to age discovery, I just use J to bring that up. You can use L also to, I think, to bring up your logs. And then go to, or actually age of discovery, sorry. And then I think it was it secrets? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so essentially there's a photon torpedo launcher. I wanted to get that because we didn't have a Mark IV of that. And this is the reason I went and got that is because of the old Discovery style. And what's the other one? I think it was Downfall. Yeah, okay, and here's the phaser array, right? Because those phaser arrays look different than the modern Star Trek. And so well, the more modern, right? Not the quantum stuff, but the stuff from like the movies and Star Trek Next Generation, etc. So I wanted to kind of put the Discovery look on here. Of course, after I did it, I wasn't as big of a fan of it. I like the phasers, but the torpedoes, I don't like them in combination with the phasers because they're the same color pretty much, and it's hard to tell them apart. I mean, it's not that hard, but you kind of will get what I mean. And then also, there was another mission that allowed us to get these tactical consoles that were, plus beam damage, essentially. Now, we really want plus phaser damage, but those, we're not going to get access to that for a long, long time. I actually looked that up, and so phasers really is not a great way to level if you want tactical consoles for that, which is unfortunate. I'm a little surprised that they didn't give you access to that earlier in the game because, well, I guess none of them really do. They do have specific ones like beam and cannon. So we can do cannon and beam builds. So we could do that, I guess, and that'd be fine. So you can switch between beam types. So we'll stick with that for now. And then also, I switched the stations a little bit because we're using beams now instead of using cannons. And I know beam overload isn't the best skill, but I wanted to have beta. And I wanted to have tactical team and beam fire at will. You don't get that until I think you get the level 1 at this this level right here. I think it's a lieutenant level skill or lieutenant commander. Actually, I don't remember which level's which. But basically, each rank of your officers. Let's see, what is this guy? He's I really should know. I feel like he's a lieutenant, but. Yeah, I feel like these are ensigns and then lieutenant. I wish it would show me. Oh, no. Okay, so this is lieutenant. Oh, it says they're both lieutenant. Oh, because I actually, yeah, so this is lieutenant and these are ensign. Even though this is an ensign, even though the officer that is an ensign, the station itself only supports ensign, right? So, all right. So anyway, let's go over these skills just a little bit. So beam overload. 30-second recharge. It overloads your beams for 10 seconds. Beam damage is increased to 3 times of the default, and it decreases the rate of fire to half of normal. So it gives you a little bit more powerful of a punch for 10 seconds on your beams. And then attack pattern beta 1. This enhances specific powers, currently enhancing nothing, blah, blah. We're not in space. Let's see. It takes a half a second to activate. It's got a 30-second recharge. Upgrades your weapons for 10 seconds to targets hit. So this is to targets that you hit with your phasers, right? Or with any weapon you're using, I believe. So minus 30 to all damage resistance for 5 seconds. And that's really what we're concerned with, right? Is we want anyone that we hit essentially to get hit for more damage. And then Tactical Team 1, 30-second recharge. Removes hostile boarding parties. We're not as concerned about that probably while we're leveling. So if anybody's boarding us, right, they can be doing damage. There's skills called boarding parties that can be doing damage to you. Removes tactical debuffs, which is really nice. So anything that's giving you a tactical debuff. And when we encounter specific ones, we'll go over those. The one thing that we really want, though, is this Starship Energy Weapon, right? It's going to increase our Starship Energy Weapon skill. And it's going to increase, which improves our energy weapon damage, right? And that's for 10 seconds. So it's not always up. So it would be nice if we had 2 of them. But we just don't have enough tactical stations to really worry about that, right? And then we've got Engineering Team, which, of course, is our heal, which gives us hull hit points and repairs any disabled systems and removes engineering debuffs for 5 seconds. And that's also on a 30-second cooldown. And it takes 1 second to activate, apparently. Okay. And then the last one is Hazard Emitters, of course, which is on a 45-second recharge. It gives us, again, comparable healing, similar to Engineering Team 1. And it removes hazard debuffs, continuously removes hazard debuffs for 15 seconds. And dots, or damage over time, for anybody who's not familiar with that. And it also gives us damage resistance for 15 seconds. So pretty decent setup. I still haven't messed with the away team skills. Now I'll do that soon, and then we'll go over that. We're not using Torpedo High Yield anymore. We could be using that in one of these slots. But I wanted to play around with Beam Overload. It's not the greatest skill in the game, but I thought I'd play with it. I kind of like it. But you don't really notice it in this build. Okay, so kind of, let's see. Did we cover everything on the ship? I believe we did. Yeah, because I really didn't get anything other than these phaser beams and these and the torpedo launcher, and then also these tactical consoles. Went and got 2 of those because I think we had one that was at level 2, and I wanted to get 2 of them. Now you can see I've got cannons here too, and then a phaser. I actually made this phaser turret with my Jem'Hadar character because they start with a 15 in their crafting skills. So if you make one of every Jem'Hadar character, you get basically level 15 in every crafting skill, and you just switch between characters. So I really didn't feel like grinding up my my weapon crafting skill on any character because it's really lengthy and it takes a lot of materials. It's not too bad, but it's just, what's the point if you can make 3 free characters that are Jem'Hadar unless you're full on character slots? So if you're full on character slots, you probably need to level yours, but I'm just going to choose to take the less grindy way in a game that already, it's not that grindy, but you do have to, it takes a long time to level stuff. So anyway, I tried out the phaser cannons. They're actually pretty cool. You do a lot of damage, definitely do more damage with the cannons and the turret, but I kind of wanted to play around with the phaser. So we'll take a look, and then we might switch to cannons on our next build once we get to the next rank at level 20. So without further ado, I know that was a lot of intro, but I just kind of wanted to bring you guys up to speed to where we're at, since we're in a little different spot than where we were before. So we've got a new officer here that we didn't accept last time. And it doesn't really matter on these guys. I looked at their skills. There aren't really any skills that I was overly blown away by. And so I don't think it really matters what we pick because they're green officers anyway. We're probably going to want better officers later. So these are kind of just trash officers. I didn't see any skills that I really was, incredibly impressed by. Some of them have resistance. This Packlet's got bonus melee damage. We already have one of these guys sitting around. We don't have a Ferengi yet, so I kind of wanted to grab a Ferengi. It was between the Betazoid. I guess Betazed's the planet. It was between the Betazoid and, but she doesn't really have. Oh, she's got reduced. That's kind of cool. She's got team health regeneration and reduced threat generation in space. I didn't really realize that. So. Yeah, sorry, that's actually a ground ability there. Sorry, not a space. I was wondering, that didn't seem right. And then the Ferengi has some stuff for space, okay. Or is that also ground? That is ground, yeah. So he's got radiation, toxic, damage resistance, plus perception, plus exploit damage, and flanking. He's also got resistance to flanking. Got increased kit performance and increased damage and threat generation. So he's kind of like, almost like a tank. I kind of like the Ferengi. I'm going to grab the Ferengi. I do like the heal on this, but for now I'll grab the Ferengi. We're not going to use him quite yet. but we'll get them set up soon. Okay, so the next mission we need to get started on that we talked about last time is patrol the Pelmy system, right? That doesn't seem right. That's a patrol. We could go do a patrol, actually. I don't know that we've done a patrol yet. But the next episode that we were going to get into was the Doomsday device. So let's do that first, and if we have time, we can always do the patrol. So under episodes, Doomsday device is our next one here. Okay, that's interesting. They need my help. Didn't really read me much of that. Seems like the voice acting is kind of off and on. Starfleet believed that the Klingons were testing their new weapons in the Imaga system. We have information that now leads me to believe that these testing programs are for something much bigger than a new kind of torpedo. Starfleet intelligence received a message from someone claiming to serve in Ambassador Bovat's personal force. This source says that the ambassador's research is complete and that he is planning on using some sort of doomsday weapon on Federation worlds. My aide, Lieutenant Van Zeel, Lieutenant Van Zeel, will join you for this mission. Go with her to the Dania system. Bovat has a small supply base near one of the outer planets. Our source, a man named Kavalk, says that we will find the information we need to stop Bovat there. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that. Looks like a good bunch of shields, torpedo launcher. Oh, we got another bridge officer too. And look, these are blue ones, so that's cool.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer.
That's because I am. All right. Go ahead and transwarp here. All right, let's go ahead and be in Doomsday device. That's nice. I never get tired of that. Okay. Captain, we've arrived in the Dania system. Starfleet intelligence told Admiral Quinn that they have a contact in Bovat's fleet, and that he is in one of the vessels. I was expecting some sort of coded transmission, but I'm not receiving anything. It's time for the direct approach, Captain. I recommend that we disable one of the Klingon ships and board it. Sounds good. Now, I think there's a way to override these presets. I don't know how to do that, but I'll take a look at it, figure it out, because it'd be nice to be able to switch easily, right, between like going to all speed. Now, of course, we can go full impulse here, but you remember the last mission we couldn't. Now, I have set it up here so that when I hit the space bar, it will trigger all the stuff in tray 7. So you'll notice here when I hit the space bar, it's actually going to trigger that. Now, of course, it targeted the wrong target. That's not the one I wanted. Whatever. We'll fight this guy. So you can see it just kind of continuously activates the skills. Now, I left these. Now, these ones are ones that we just want to use regularly all the time. The ones that I want to activate manually are going to be these heals, right? And so we'll kind of we'll leave those as is. And you can see also what it's doing is equalizing my my shields. Now, there's tutorials online all over the place for doing this, and if you play STO, especially later game, now it's not as important now, right? Because we don't have a lot of skills. But late game, when you get a ton of skills, you absolutely pretty much need to use it. And you can see we're not doing nearly as much damage probably as... probably should have taken out the bird of prey first because, you know, they don't take nearly as long to kill as these Katingas. Because the cruisers have much larger hulls, right? We are taking him down, though. All right, we got him down. And the nice thing is it just continues to use these skills. Like here goes beam overload. And now our beams will fire slower, but they'll do a lot more damage. All right. We got to board this targ.
Whatever you need, sir.
Enemy shields, weapons, and engines are totally disabled, Captain. We're sending over boarding parties to secure the ship. You can join them whenever you're ready. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Apparently I got too far away, even though I should have hit R to stop, right? Let's go ahead and get back over here. Oh, I see. It was actually a channeled bar. I didn't see that before.
How can I help you?
Lieutenant Commander, I'm coordinating the boarding party's movements. The teams are reporting that the Targ was running with a skeleton crew. There have been a few skirmishes already, but you shouldn't have too much difficulty securing the ship. I don't normally record nice and early in the morning, but today I am. All right. Let's go ahead and take these guys down. Looks like we're actually here by ourselves. Oh, no, there's boarding parties all over the place. I was going to say it looks like we're by ourselves, but she did just say that she's coordinating the boarding parties. So I think they're going to continuously beam in boarding parties to help us out here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's been so long since I played like these older missions. Some of them seem pretty much the same. So maybe what I could have done is be a little bit more specific about which one I played. But I kind of wanted to just go through and really experience the whole story over again. And there is a new expansion coming out.
Sir?
I don't know if I should call it an expansion. Let's see. The deck you're on is secure, but Gamma Squad is reporting that there are a few Klingons left on the bridge. The Klingons have locked down the turbo lifts, but now that we hold main engineering, we can take control of the entire system. Okay. The turbo lift near your location is operational. Use it to get to the bridge, and I'll transport security teams to support your advance. Okay. Anyways, all the time, like they've been sort of revamping some of these missions, and then coming out with new chapters and whatnot. And I just haven't played this game in so long. Like I don't intend to do really, sort of the end game grind. That's not really my thing anymore. But I certainly enjoy the content, right? Like I do enjoy doing the end game TFOs. I just don't really want to, grind them like crazy. So it's not like I'm going to be playing a massive amount.
You need, sir.
But I wanted to go through the story so we could see kind of like everything in the game and see what it takes to get ready to be able to do the stuff at the end game. The bridge and the rest of the ship are secure, sir. And the remaining Klingons are being transported to the brig for holding. Commander Burgess was sure that there was information on that ship that would be valuable to us. Perhaps it's in the ship's logs. There should be a terminal in the ready room. Maybe you'll have more luck finding what you're looking for. Okay. Okay, let's go to the ready room. Pretty cool looking ready room. Ooh. Look at those weapons. Those are pretty sweet looking. All right, and a batleth. Nice. I always love the Klingon sort of like...
Captain's personal log. I have been betrayed by my first officer, a man I considered my friend, Kavok. Why? He and a group of traitors tried to take the ship. Kavok is the only survivor. There is also evidence that Kavok sent a coded message to Federation space. I do not understand why a warrior I have trusted with my life would do this.
Taking a drink.
He tried to explain, but I do not need to listen to the words of a traitor. Let him rot in the brig. Ambassador Bavat has ordered me to bring him to the Imaga system for questioning. Kavok will die screaming. It is not an honorable death, but it is the one Kavok deserves.
All right. Need to get to the brig. Let's do that here. I don't know why I just went to engineering instead of going to the brig. There we go. All right. Is that him? Use the comm panel. Okay. I won't speak to you through the force field like a caged criminal. Let me out and we can talk. Okay. I can do that. It's not like I'm worried about going toe-to-toe with a Klingon, right? Jeez. Much better. Captain, shall we talk now? Sure, let's just...
You are my enemy, but today you are my only hope.
Actually, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I will redeem my honor.
Well, I think we kind of know why he's in the brig. What was your plan to stop the attack? Just, what should we do now?
Help me.
Tell me.
Repair this ship and we will fly it to Imaga together. Then we can disable the energy drain so your fleet can enter. With your help, we can destroy the Doomsday machine and end the threat to your Federation.
Okay, cool. So we need to basically disable this energy drain he's talking about, so my fleet can get to that Imaga system. Okay.
How can I help you?
I'm receiving a transmission from Earth Space Dock for you. Priority 1. I'll pass the message through to you. You can use the terminal in the ready room. Okay. You know, they really need to work on getting the communicators to talk directly to the comm system, right? You know, you'd think that'd be a simple thing. I don't think they went through the cell phone phase, you know, because there's definitely lots of apps that can do stuff like that. So that's the situation here. Your orders?
Do what you think is best. It's risky, but Kvalk may be our best chance to stop Bavat and this planet killer. I'm notifying all available ships to change course for Imaga. Once the energy drain is taken care of, they'll move in to support you. I don't need to tell you how important it is to stop the Doomsday machine before Bavat can use it to attack populated worlds. Millions of people are relying on you to save them. I know you can do it. Good luck.
Gotta ponder that very seriously. I have gorgeous ears, guys. And we just hit a captain.
Captain?
Oh. Send a repair team to the bridge over immediately. We'll be using this ship.
Understood. I'll join you shortly.
Oh, cool. This is like my favorite. This is my favorite ship in Star Trek. I mean, totally. Out of all the ships in Star Trek, I love a lot of them, but my favorite ships is the Burrell class bird of prey out of any ship in Star Trek. So I'm super stoked. I can't wait to play the Klingon campaign. By the way, I'm super stoked about that too. Because why not Cloak, right? All systems operational and we're ready to depart, Lieutenant Commander. All right, let's warp to Imaga.
I'm monitoring communications from the planet. They're not calling for ships, so either they haven't noticed us, or they think we're supposed to be here. We're safe for now, but we need to
sorry,
scan
guys.
the generators maintaining the energy drain to get all the information I need to finish a new command program. Be careful. Bavat trusts no one, not even his own men. He may have defenses in this system even I don't know about.
Okay. I can't believe I still do that sometimes. It's like I just get into this flow and totally forget. Okay, so one thing about cloaked ships, let's just take a look here really quick since we haven't really been introduced to this yet. Cloak gives you starship stealth, of course. After 3 seconds, you get this, plus 5,000 stealth, which basically it takes 3 seconds to activate, right? So it lowers your shields, makes you pretty vulnerable, and then eventually you're pretty much undetectable. And then, okay, so yeah, so minus shield power, right? You can see we really have no shield power now at all at this point. And then also plus 50 defense rating. Then after decloaking, you get a plus 15% damage bonus. So that's what cloaking, one of the things cloaking is really cool for, right? Is actually giving you this massive damage boost after you decloak. Oh, and also oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to right click and drag the move up here and put it in our 7 trait, right? Because we want it to be something that we activate with the space bar, right? So I don't have to hit specific hotkeys. Now there are, I want to be able to hit 1 to cloak and decloak like that. And this, these skills here, we can take a look at those real quick actually. Oops, let's go ahead and do that. So brace for impact right here. This is a hot, and it also gives you kinetic and torpedo resistance. So if somebody shoots a torpedo at you and your shields are down, that's a good time to use that. A lot of times I just use it to prevent damage that's coming in, and also to have a heal, because it is essentially a heal that's on par with our hazard emitters, at least right now. I don't know if it scales really well, but right now it's around 30 hit points per second, right? And then also this evasive maneuvers, which essentially is going to make us go quite a bit faster here. So let's see. Evasive maneuvers, I think we've already looked at it on our other ship, right? You get plus 400% flight speed, turn rate, and Oh, interesting. There's 2 turn rate bonuses. That's interesting. Okay. And then this is just the transport, or called the trade freighter. Did we do? Yeah, we already did that on this character. Okay, cool. So that's nice. So let's disable this generator, or scan it rather. Oh, it looks like there's a ship coming out after us. There he is. He was stealth. Whoa! Oh, okay. They're actually. Man, we did a ton of damage there. It looks like it's just a bunch of fighters. Cool. I was not expecting to one-shot that guy, and so I thought it was like a big ship that we hit one-shot, but it was just a fighter. So I got super excited. Kavak, what attacked us?
Drones? Ah, Bavat must have upgraded the security. Scanning the generators now. I have the data. We will need to load the control program into all 3 generators. After that, we can change the command codes from a terminal on the planet's surface.
All right, let's upload the command program. Okay, there we go. Upload it. I think he channeled effects like that, even though it kind of makes sense in a way. If there's no enemies that are coming after you, or there's nothing you need to wait for in the game, it seems a little silly. Right, because you got to sit here and wait for a long time. See, now it makes sense. Okay, now I get it. All right, there we go. Nice. Oh, that's cool. It actually destroyed 2 of them. See if we can get our front end turned around at this guy. Get some disruptor cannons turned on him. Any more left? I think that's all of them. Oh, I just accidentally popped that. All right, let's go ahead and upload the command program. I love the way the wings fold up like that on the Burrell. It's so cool. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. I think it's... When I was a kid, I couldn't get enough of that. Oh, it looks like there's actually an item embedded in there. I didn't want to loot them. I don't like looting those lock boxes. I always got to get rid of them. They just stack up in your inventory, and there's no way to get keys unless you buy them. Like, there's no... It doesn't seem like there's any way to randomly get keys or something. Okay, let's go ahead and kill these guys. Oh, we totally missed with that torpedo. That's too bad. It's okay, though. These fighters are no match for our Burrell-class bird of prey. Or their defense drones, I guess. Wow, we're just missing like crazy. Look at that. There we go, torpedo. Haha. Finishing it off. I think this is the last one here. Generator Charlie. Okay.
Generators are under our control now, but your ships won't be safe until we lock Bavat and his forces out of the command consoles. I've equipped your away team with holo projectors, and they're ready for the mission. And Captain, remember that you're a Klingon now. Try not to look too out of place.
I'll do my best. All right, we're taking our standard away team, Tamavi and Quan, Caroline Fletcher, and Evelyn Savea. Let's do it. I don't know why, but the frame rate like this morning just seems kind of garbojal. Look at that uniform. That looks awesome. Oh, he's got the eye patch. Sweet, man. Looking like General Chang. So if I have hair. All right, let's speak to Kavalk.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking. The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the Targs. The holo emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Okay. I love the fact that the guy's name was Commander Talk, and he doesn't like to talk. I have a feeling that they did that on purpose. So I guess we can just run by all these dudes. I'm pretty sure the last time I did this, I just like fought every single one of these guys. What is this? That was just something to loot. I think these are just like hypos and stuff. Let's take a look. Yeah. I need to stop looting those things. Oh, the Targs found me, guys. They found me. Get out of here, Targy. Oh, man. You didn't have to die, Swordmaster. You didn't have to die. You could have just, like, let me alone. All right. So now the funny thing is if you don't let yourself get out of combat with the settings that I have set, you'll just start attacking the next enemy that you come up to. So I was kind of waiting to move. Looking good, girl. Klingon sexy. They've put so much running in this mission, and we go so slow. It's like running across the desert in Kenshi, guys. Okay, we finally made it here. Oh, and this is Commander Talk, isn't it? Yeah. Commander Talk don't want to talk.
Captain, I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either need to convince them to leave their post, or find other means of getting access.
Don't worry, girl. We got this.
The Empire will prevail.
Oh.
No one is allowed to use this console.
Stand aside, but Tobal.
Death to the enemies of the Empire.
Interesting. All right. I don't think so. I think you gonna die. We're gonna take you down to Chinatown, sir. Let's put a damage debuff on him. And let's put a... Oh, ow. Ow. Oh, I didn't need to pop that at all. I popped our damage resistance buff after the fight was over. Oh, man. Such a noob.
I see your mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that Bavata used to control his Doomsday machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you.
That was...
Back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends, and my honor is restored.
All right. Okay, so we only actually needed to unlock one of the consoles, it looks like. I thought we had to do both, but we don't. And I'll try to steer clear of these Targs if I can, or skirt around them. There's nothing wrong with fighting them, but I didn't realize you didn't even have to. And it's not like we're gaining anything from... I mean, we'll get XP, I guess, for fighting these guys, but we don't really need to, so we might as well just run back to the ship. Just wanted to stop over here and say hi. Let you know, girl, how much I like those, that outfit you're wearing. I mean, look how much bigger I am than this guy. I could definitely take that dude. I'm gonna jump down this cliff here. See if we can jump onto this giant mushroom. Oh, we can actually. I was actually expecting to just fall right through it and then make fun of STO. But nope, we actually landed on it. Look at that sexy ship. It's funny because they're so small compared to like other ships, but they're so big compared to a person, you know? All right, here's the group of dudes we need to talk to. Looks like we got Kavak right here and then Bavat chilling. Let's talk to Bavat.
You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishna cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood. We face our enemies as warriors, Bavat. We do not massacre innocents with machines of death.
There are no innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the planet killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
I love hearing him say that. I don't know why. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, they were just waiting to attack. It's cool. No big deal. All right, let's get up our PBAOE damage reduction buff. Oh. I love that I'm still using my phaser rifle instead of, like, you know, a Klingon disruptor. Okay, I guess we just have to wait for red alert to end.
Klingon comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Everybody on the ship. While I take a drink of coffee.
I see it. Bavat's planet killer is here. Maybe it has a weakness that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
Okay. Let's get over here. Get to that nav beacon that was conveniently placed at a perfect spot for us to scan this ship. I love it. I wish it was just like waypoints, right? Like, I don't understand. Like, the nav beacon being there. It doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, man. Damage report.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, there's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around. You'll be killed.
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles puglod, koi pukbe pu, yakbo matbo jeshugui, se makchume uv. Mashu managich bakochu, nipe in majak wovku. Valma hefet ejo kijtak, val bumadi bupare, mashutak kumame buashuta, ma ov.
I love the bewildered expression in this game. It's so ridiculous. Like, eyes are like anime wide.
Doing significant damage to the Doomsday machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did.
All right, well, let's see if we can, like, deal with this guy without without getting shot. Get in front of this guy. Come on, come on. Oh, Harpang torpedo. There we go. Yeah. All right. Got to wait like 8 seconds between recharges. It's so scary, too, because if this thing fires on us, man, we going to be hurting. Oh, did that actually work? Yeah, it did. Okay, look, it's charging now. Okay, so we need to get away from the front of this thing. Okay, good, 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 good. Cool. Yeah, it's like a cone, man. It's just wrecking everything. All right, once we get in front of it, we'll use the Harpang torpedo. Come on, come on, come on. All right, will this work? Yeah. All right, we got 9 seconds till the torpedo recharges. Okay, okay, 4 seconds. Here we go, here we go. Oh, is it starting to charge? It looks like it's starting to charge. Get that torpedo off and then get the F out of the way. Ah! Let's go ahead and burn evasive maneuvers. Oh, we got hit, dude. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, we're going to use our heal skill. Oh, man. Oh, man. Our shields are toast right now, guys. All right, hold on. Okay, this should do it. This should do it. We don't want to miss this shot, though. We need to get in front of it. Oh, man. We're getting shot through our shields. Is he trying... Well... So much for that. I should have, like, cloaked and run away, maybe. Oh, the Moog's Revenge. Check that out. That's Worf's father is Moog, right? So, all right, we get to respawn. Sweet. We don't have to, like, do the fight all over again. Let's go ahead and cloak up. Get in there. Oh. I thought we were gonna be able to take that. I guess... It's kind of rude that they were attacking me. Like, I feel like we're on the same side, guys. Oh, maybe I decloaked a little bit too early here. Oh, get that torpedo in there. Yeah, there we go. And then we get destroyed by the explosion of this thing, right? Oh, man, that was... Total scrub sauce, guys. But hey, you know what? It only cost us 2 birds of prey to take down the Doomsday machine, right? Not bad. And an entire fleet, really.
Commander Burgess is patching a subspace signal through to us. The message is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
Captain, my name is Kamen. While the Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds, I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
I regret to inform you. The Defense Department regrets to inform you that your bird of prey is dead because your captain was stupid. That would be me.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the bird of prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship.
All right. I mean, honestly, let's talk about this, guys. I really think we should hang on to this bird of prey. Why? I don't think we should give it back to him. Why? Okay. What if we need to travel back in time and save whales? I mean, we're going to need a bird of prey for that.
The important thing is that the Doomsday machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
All right, let's go ahead and warp out. Okay.
Kavok's loss is unfortunate, but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that. Okay, what do we get here? We get new shields. That's awesome. looks like they have resistance to plasma. For anybody who's new to this game, by the way, you can kind of see that at the end of this, after Mark IV, there's an additional buff there in those square brackets. And PLA is for plasma resistance, right? I believe. So, yeah, you can see down at the very bottom, reduces plasma damage to shields by 20%. Now, it doesn't actually reduce the damage to the hull, I don't think, but it does reduce the damage to the shields themselves. So your shields take less damage from plasma weapons. It looks like, oh, right, and these are different types of shield. Covariant, resilient. What do we want? I am not familiar with all this stuff anymore. Oh, it looks like there's only 5% bleed through on the resilient shields. That's kind of cool. A regenerative shield array. So we're looking at 3316 is the highest, and then regen 188 is the highest. Yep. That's just a regular shield array. Okay. So that's kind of middle of the road of everything. So that's a good base sort of standard to go off of. So 3015 and then 150 for regen. I don't know, like, I don't think this Harpang torpedo is good for anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's just for that Doomsday machine. I don't think I ever fight Doomsday machines, so it seems like it's not really worth it. Which one do we want? I don't actually know, like, which ones are good. I kind of want to take the one that has the highest shield regeneration. Although I do like that this doesn't have as much bleed through, so that we don't take as much damage to our hull. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't really know. Yeah, I really have no idea what's optimal because I haven't really researched that. So if you guys know, let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and pick that one. It's kind of middle of the road, and it does less bleed through, and I kind of like that. So let's see. What do we got here? We got a Bolian Science Officer, Human Tactical Officer. Oh, let's take a quick look here. See, what do we need? What do we need? I want to have 2 science officers and 2 engineering officers to take on away team missions. Do these guys have anything that I really like? Leadership's nice. We've got that on everybody, though, already. And then ground abilities. We don't really have... Oh, team exploit damage. Toxic damage resist and exploit and stealth damage. Okay. Bolians don't really have any passive abilities for space, but they do have some decent skills for ground, it looks like. Oh, they do. Yeah, that's nice. Alien Engineering Officer. Don't really have any space abilities per se. Basic cold-blooded, fire damage resistance. Increased damage and threat generation. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if we have any aliens yet, but let's go ahead and grab the alien. I do like the increased damage for ground, and he's got perception, exploit damage, resistance flanking. So yeah, let's grab this guy. Oh, look at that, man. He's cool looking. All right, so we'll get them set up. I'll probably get them set up off camera, and then sort of when I have them set up the way I want, I will show you in the beginning of the next episode. So let's see, what's our next task here? We're not going to do these patrols. Let's go to the journal here and take a look. Go to the Klingon War. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is this Task Force Operations Romulan Imperial Minefield. Join a task force for a joint operation against enemy elements of the Romulan Imperial Navy. And then we also need to do this Galaxy at Large, which is the conclusion of the Klingon War. So that's cool. So we'll be finishing up the Klingon War, and then we can continue down the storyline. Now, if the new content comes out, we'll probably skip to that. I'll check the levels on them first just to make sure we meet the level requirements. But yeah, so that's kind of the next thing we're going to do. And guys, we're going to do that in the next episode. So stay tuned, and thank you all so much for watching. I had a ton of fun with you guys today. I really appreciate your hanging out with me and playing some Star Trek. I know it's not Kenshi, but I love Star Trek. And yeah, we'll probably play some Star Sector, pretty soon here in the future for anybody who's interested in that. But for now, we're just going to continue to play some Star Trek. And hey, if you guys had as much fun as I did, let me know by crushing that like button. It lets me know that you guys enjoy what I'm doing and that you like hanging out. And thank you all so much for the support. It means the world to me. And as always, guys, I can't wait to see you for some more gaming shenanigans in the next episode. Love ya!